didn't. So here we go.
Solo.
Yak, 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 yak.
Solo.
Yak, 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 yak.
Solo.
Yak.
Is it choppy?
Is it me or is it you?
I think it's me, dude. It's like thunderstorming right here.
Yeah, I don't have any of that here. I wish we had some of that rain.
So if the live feed just cuts out, it's because the power went out or something.
Okay, no worries. And we'll
Disabled Outcast, what's up? Ponzi, what's up? Cute Bug, what's up? Constitutional Freedom Fighter. Yeah, I know it's me. What up? But I can't do nothing about it. It's raining. Dust in the wind. Duper Trooper. Mr. Denicola.
Danicola's in the house. What up?
Mr. John Denicola.
Oh, I'm waiting for Brandon Mitchell to get up in here too, man. Brandon Mitchell.
Inspect this. Peter Alexander. Joel. What's up, Joel? Joel always has a nice insult because we've been friends since we were children. And people don't know. They just think he's a penis face. Jugalassus. What does that mean? Reluctant Prophet. What's up, brother? Mr. Pants, how are you? Great dude, how are you? William Logan. Feedback Phil. Mark Decker. What do we got in here? All right, 50 people. I say we roll.
Let's do
Can you
it.
hear me okay? Yeah, I'm just freezing, right? My image. All right, good. As long as you can hear me, I don't care. So, low yak it. No. So, Solo Yakker here, the armed fisherman, went to Clearwater Beach. He was open carrying an AR-15. He was headed to Pier 60 to go fishing. In Florida, 790.25 allows you to go to and from hunting, fishing, or camping while open carrying a firearm. So he exercises right to do so all over Florida, and he has guns pulled on him. He's been arrested, even though it's perfectly legal. Not one cop in Florida knows that law. And then they got butthurt because he would go and do it where tourists are.
Oh.
And it hurt their feelings because they don't want tourists seeing guys walking down the beach with an AR-15. Wah, wah, poo, poo.
Yep.
So as he's going down Clearwater Beach, one of the most famous beaches in the world, he's open carrying, he's walking down the beach, everyone's saying hi to him, and the next thing you know, Clearwater Police Department lady comes up and grabs him by the wrist, and then more come, and then they disarm him, take his rifle, they throw him in the back of a car, they put him in handcuffs. I'd say at least 10, 12 of them were there, right?
Yeah, I think it was like 7, and what they didn't know, they never searched me. So I actually had a concealed weapon on me, and I'm in the back of their car.
So the whole time you had a concealed weapon. So if you were actually a real threat, they didn't disarm you completely. They didn't even complete their own objective of disarming you properly.
No, they didn't even search me. They left. I was able to pull my phone out of my pocket in the back of their cruiser and go live.
And call your lawyer.
I called my lawyer.
And call your lawyer, right?
And I went live. And I went live and called my lawyer while I'm handcuffed in the back of their car with a concealed firearm.
How long were you in the back of the car?
Roughly about 35 minutes-ish.
And then they released you. Then what? What'd they say?
I went fishing for 5 minutes because, in Clearwater, they don't have just public parking. So I had to pay for parking, and my time was almost up for for my parking. And I still, I couldn't find, I didn't remember exactly because I was upside down where I didn't know where I parked. And so when I got back to my car, I actually got ticketed because my time expired because I was detained for the amount of time that they detained me for. They gave me a ticket for getting detained when I never needed to be detained.
Oh, the same department? It wasn't like parking enforcement?
It was parking enforcement gave me the ticket, but it was Clearwater Police's fault that I was held up that long.
Yeah.
And because Clearwater, they're a bunch of pieces of garbage. They're
What
all,
did they say when they got you out of the car? What was their explanation?
oh, well, I didn't even allow it. I'm just like, I don't care about your explanation. The explanation was going to be, oh, we just needed to verify who you wore to make sure you
Right,
didn't.
right.
That
Stop
was,
explaining.
that was their whole thing. And the only reason
So
they
yeah,
found,
yeah. So then you went off on them, right?
oh, I went complete ape shit on them.
And they deserved every bit of it.
Yeah. And then, they put me on that day. I was under a 45-day investigation. So when I did the records request for the body cams that day, they wouldn't give them to me because it was under investigation. And the investigation was disorderly conduct. And so for 45 days, they couldn't figure out that I had the right to friggin' lay into them like I did.
Look at that. Take the logo off the screen and I'm already more lucid or whatever you call that. Hope I use that term right.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, okay. So then you started going to the council meetings to redress your grievances because the police did that to you, right?
Absolutely.
And they didn't like it. And in one of the meetings, the police chief assaulted you in the city council chambers.
Yeah. Put his hands directly on me. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, I even
As you're leaving, as you're walking away,
I was telling him, I'm leaving. And then he just like, you're not leaving fast enough. You got to go. Pushing, shoving, grabbing me, and forcing me to the door. And I'm just like, dude, what are you doing? And I'm like, okay. That's the thing with Clearwater. They don't want this exposure, but they put themselves in this exposure. They do things to get
your
exposed.
fault though, but it's your fault.
It's my fault. It's my fault. It was my fault. I showed up. It was my
that
fault.
mentality, right?
Yeah.
You blame the victim.
Yep.
You know what it is.
Yeah, and we'll talk about another victim. Remember that cop that friggin' got he got the little slob. He got exonerated. He was found not guilty for any of that.
I don't know that story.
Oh, dude, that holy shit.
So when did that happen on Clearwater Beach?
Just recently?
When they have you up on the beach and disarmed you and everything.
Oh, that was like 3 years ago to the day.
Okay, so, and for the past 3 years, you've been going to their council meetings, right?
Yep.
Have you missed any?
I've missed a few, not too many.
But you've been to almost every council meeting for the past 3 years.
Yep. They usually have at least one meeting a month, but sometimes it's two. And I just about every meeting I usually attend at least one meeting a month. So for the last 3 years, I've attended pretty much one meeting a month. So that's almost 30 meetings. I probably attended about 30 meetings.
Yes. Okay. And they're tired of you, and you've been thrown out of at least a dozen, right?
Yeah, probably at this point at least a dozen.
And they just throw you out of the meeting. They trespass you for the night, basically, and then you can go back to every meeting and get trespassed over and over and over in infinitum, right?
Infinitely. Long as I don't get arrested, yep, I can friggin' do what I'm doing. What's up, Brandon? What's up, XXGOX? What's up, Rights Crispy? You're gonna lose, bro. What's up, Joe Cool?
All right. So now that they have rules for the meeting, and they just only really get down and dirty, put it all in bold print that you're not allowed to say certain things, and if it hurts our feelings, we're going to throw you out of the meeting.
Facts.
Now the new mayor is proposing that because Solo Yacker comes from 4 hours away, he's never got justice for the thing that happened on the beach. He's never got any justice for the police chief assaulting him in city council, in front of city council members. They will never bring that up. They never understand or want to understand or give a damn that is the root cause of why he's been going there over and over and willing to drive 4 hours.
Yep.
So now the new mayor is proposing that new rules to make speech, because it's to him, he's costing the taxpayers money while they're literally squandering $43 million on something. But Solo Yacker speaking for 3 minutes is really costing the taxpayers money. This is a pure parasite politician POS. So now the new rules that he wants is people have to surrender their right to privacy and bring their driver's license or some type of utility bill to prove that they either live in Clearwater or certain select counties that touch their county, as long as it's not the county that Solo Yacker lives in.
Yeah. That 4-hour trip, man, you're not attached to this county, nothing. You are a secondary citizen, just like Martin Luther King, just like any civil rights activist that came before them and before me. We are second class because we come to redress something. We come to open the eyes to the public. We come to open the eyes of Clearwater. And because that's what I'm trying to do is like, hey, Clearwater, you should be up here speaking. Why, don't get me wrong. I get that I drive 4 hours just to come speak. But guess what? When I do speak, it's really to try to wake up the residents. It's to say, hey, residents, they're wasting your money on stuff that really doesn't need to be spent.
Yeah, the people are apathetic as hell, though, man. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So a bunch of us went up there last night, including me, Solo Yacker, GEO, Eyes on the State, Dr. Shawn Berry.
Yeah.
Cammed Up Caveman. Who else?
Yeah. Those are going to be the most. I think those were all the auditors, but there was a bunch of we had a bunch of people come there and hang out and just, supporters, everybody.
Yeah, a guy came, a Solo Yacker fan who was on a motorcycle with like a scary ass movie mask on, and he says he will open carry his motorcycle. He put a fishing rod on his motorcycle and just drove around everywhere open carrying. And another guy came just to meet Solo Yacker. Mm-hmm. Nobody knew who I was, which I was offended. And then you have the regular.
Dude, you're shadow banned. That's the difference.
I know. Yeah. Anyway. So this lady goes up to speak, and she wants more police to enforce helmets on children who dare to ride their bikes without a helmet. She wants the police to get involved and fine them, or detain them, fine them.
Detain, yeah. Give them a warning.
And then Solo Yacker goes up there, and it goes south fast. Let's just put it that way. You ready?
Ready.
Tell me if you can hear it good.
I hear you. We're good, man. I've been replaying this shit in my head for the last 2 days.
So that's my 3 minutes. Thank you very much. And like I said, it's my first time, so I apologize.
I can't pause this. That's not going to be cool.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Here we go. Yeah, this is not going to be pretty right now. Just like
look,
sorry.
We don't, you said earlier you didn't want to fight with us. We're not here to fight with you. We want to give you your 3 minutes.
Why are you even talking to me right now, dude? This is my public comment. Stop.
All we're asking is
stop it. I'm wearing a bulletproof vest. Stop talking to me. Yeah, grab that gavel. I dare you.
Do you want to begin?
I do want to begin, but you just started.
Then start.
I said what did I say? And you're going to start my time, and I'm going to say the same thing. This is not going to be pretty. And I'm not trying to fight. Right now, I know that it's not live, but anyway, hopefully you can put that up. Okay, we see right here. This is John Jennings. This is his employee contract. You see that one line right there? It's one sentence, right? Everybody's paying attention to that. Oh, look at that. Look. Imagine that. Poirier's changed into 3 paragraphs. What kind of special treatment did you get so that you can sit in that seat? That's what happened. And once again,
Mr. Taylor,
stop talking to me.
Call recess.
Fuck all y'all. Fuck everyone.
Can't control any of this for some reason.
Now, for anybody that you just saw that and they're cutting it off, and if you want, go to my channel and you
Yeah, go watch it. Yeah,
go to
I'll
my
be putting it
channel.
up too.
Yeah, pull it up. We're gonna expose this shit, dude. This shit's funny to me.
All right, dude. I'm gonna hit refresh here and see what happens.
And approve this vacation request, and also
Well, I don't understand why I can't control anything.
facilities.
Yeah, to be honest.
Secondly, I want to give.
Hold on.
Examples.
Oh, I'm way too far.
Move into this.
That's a-
predecessor.
dude, I cut my
So
own
I find
hair.
that statement to be
That
rather.
dude cut his own hair.
This is the city attorney.
I know.
He's a piece of shit too.
Caveman. We're gonna get through this. The guy in the motorcycle. I don't know who that is, or that, but I'm sure they make a great couple. This guy's always there. This guy made fun of us because he didn't like us. Dr. Shawn Berry, this bad guy right here,
That guy.
Rogue Nation, let's go. And yeah, so
Okay. Just pause for 1 second. Okay,
So, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
At this point, because I'm being kicked out, I'm arguing, and if you want to see what's happening behind the scenes as we go to recess, you need to go to my channel and watch that video, because I'm sitting there and I actually go off for like another 2 or 3 minutes about what I was gonna say, and they just like they are just trying to suppress anything that I'm saying, not knowing that there's 10 cameras already in this friggin' meeting recording everything that's going on. Like, that's how stupid these people are. They're just dumb.
They hate the spotlight, dude. That's the bottom line. All right, let's roll. So I forget who's up next, but
Rogue.
so you get kicked out. First of all, why did he interrupt? What did you say right there? What did you say?
I'm still trying to figure it out.
Something about her contract, right?
Yeah. All I was talking, I didn't say a cuss word. They couldn't see my shirt because of my vest, because it was, but I had made a video saying, hey, everybody, I'm going to test you about my F y'all. And guess what? They already knew what was coming down the pipeline. Yeah. I love effing Chief Gandy. Friggin', they knew I had the shirt on. And when I got the public comment, that's exactly what they were just like. Whatever he's about to say, we need to shut him down, get him out of here. That way he can't do what he's about to do. They couldn't say anything during.
Why did he interrupt you to start with? And why did he interrupt you the second time? He had no reason other than his feelings were getting hurt.
There was a big old donut hole in his argument about what I did.
All right, so let's see what happens next. Eyes on the State was there last night too.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could smoke a cigarette online.
You can't?
Not in my house, no.
Oh, yeah.
Reconvene
this nonsense.
council meeting of June 20, 2024. This time, are there any other citizens to be heard on items not on the agenda?
Majorly awesome. In the blue line G-string.
This opening statement he makes is great.
Hello, everybody. My name is Majorly Awesome. You might remember me for the made-for-TV docudramas of Captain Awesome Heads to the Beach and The Thin Blue G-String, Tales of Domestic Violence and Steroid Abuse.
Are those real videos?
Oh,
I think those are real videos on his channel.
If you haven't subscribed to Rogue Nation, show him some support too, because this guy's.
He drove far too. I only drove an hour. All right. I think those are real videos.
Yeah, they are.
Anyway.
They are real videos.
All right.
I played a starring role in each. I'm here to address you folks here today. because there seemed to be some confusion about public comments. I heard in one of the meetings, I believe a week or two ago, that you folks were talking about not letting people that didn't reside in the Clearwater community or the Pinellas or surrounding communities have public comment. And I wanted to clear that up for you. Every resident of the state of Florida is what they call a constituting member of the body politic and the body corporate. So anybody that's residing in the state of Florida has taxes taken out of his check or his gas or his phone or whatever, and all that state tax money gets mixed up and it gets sent back to all the cities. So every resident of Florida is paid a little bit of money here to Clearwater for whatever reason the state sent you tax money for. Okay, just like the federal government, right? I go and I speak at city council meetings all across the nation. I spoke in Uvalde after the Uvalde incident where the kids were killed at school. I've spoken in South Carolina at their city council meetings at some of the cities. It's open for everybody. Public comment is open for everybody. You don't have to live in the city. You are a member, and as a resident of Florida, you're a member of the body of Florida. So all these little municipalities, you're just political subdivisions of the body of Florida, right? You don't get to say, well, you live in Newport Richey, you can't come over here and voice your grievances with our government and how we do stuff, right? Because we're all a member of the body, okay? So I just wanted to clear that up.
He talks to them like they're little kids. I love it.
I'd love it
For
too.
everybody. Seems like you guys got a lot of issues you got to work through. I haven't started to look at Clearwater, but it's looking more interesting as the time goes on. So maybe you'll be seeing a little bit more of me, guys. So thank you.
Any other citizens speak to items not on the agenda?
That's funny.
All right, sir.
Sir,
And just so everybody knows, Rogue he was very peaceful.
So maybe you'll be seeing a
how
little
he
bit
said
more
it.
of me, guys.
Hold on.
So,
Say again.
Yeah, he was, and I'm not, this isn't a punch at Rogue, but this is what they really want me to act very peaceful like this. And I'm like, no, you've done too many things to me and you keep messing with me. The gloves come off. The second I start speaking, it's no longer a friggin' boxing match. It's a friggin' bare knuckle body fight match. It's not the literal form of it, but the gloves come off and I'm fighting them.
Dude, I don't care what you do as long as you don't get locked up.
Yeah, me too.
Let me finish up what Rogue said.
thank you.
any other citizens speak to items not on the agenda?
Oh, I think it's my turn.
Yep.
I had a lot more to say than I said right here. And I'll make another video where I read off the rest to you guys. And I'll probably go back June 15th to read the rest of this pecker face parasite.
Sir,
Dun, dun, dun.
How you guys doing? My name is John.
what's your last name? Sir?
That's my business, sir. I have the right to privacy under the Fourth Amendment.
Have you filled out a
Yes, I
comment
did.
card? Okay.
On my comment card, I wrote John, USA.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I talked to you guys
Go
about
pay-
a few months ago was these blacked out windows. Those windows are there so people don't get trampled or hurt when they can't see who's on the other side of the door. There's no reason for those to be blacked out. I'm sure.
I don't know why that bothers me so bad, but when you walk through those doors and they're like pitch black, you can't. What do they need those windows blacked out for? What's the point of that? So you can't record through the window?
Who knows? It's just, or it's a special secret squirrel meeting inside, and they got to block it out so that nobody can see what's going on in this.
Dude,
squirrel.
that's gotta be a fire code violation, and if it's not, you're just stupid because someone is gonna get hurt eventually. If you go to reach for the door and someone pushes it hard open, you're gonna jam up your wrist at the minimum, right?
Yeah.
And thank you, GEO, for letting me borrow your glasses, dude. I can't believe your prescription glasses acted as readers for me. Okay, here we go.
Nobody knows about it. Nobody was told about it. And I'm sure it's just like the parking issue before, it'll take 20 years to get the black off the windows or somebody to get killed. Let's see. I understand you're stuck in the 70s, Mayor, but now we have media that the common man can see. And just because you don't like it and you can't control the narrative doesn't mean he doesn't have the right to exercise his rights to free press and to redress his grievances the way I'm doing now. The police chief actually assaulted the guy you just had removed for speaking. Did anything happen to the police chief for assaulting somebody for a speech? The same police department falsely imprisoned Michael Taylor on the beach for carrying a legally carried firearm. Was anything done by that? This is what started all this stuff. This is what you guys keep ignoring. The Sergeant Stiff, while he sits under the Constitution during your meetings, arrested a man for saying he gets under the thin skin of the mayor. Is that appropriate? You want to talk about appropriateness, right? This is no different than when Saddam Hussein took power and had his gunmen remove people from meetings because he didn't like their viewpoint. Why are you following that instead of the American principles of freedom? You're asking for respect at meetings, but when your police chief assaults a man and cages another for speaking out, you literally pretend like it didn't happen. You kept bringing up appropriateness, so I ask you if it's appropriate that the Clearwater PD is so ignorant of the laws that they violate law-abiding citizens walking on the beach speaking city council or wearing a shirt that hurts your feelings. Is that appropriate, Mayor? All this done to people who pay your salaries, yet none of you will hold them accountable. People calling you is a redress of grievances. You also had complaints about calls, which is also within the First Amendment right that you refuse to abide by. Just like you, I'm a public figure, and people have threatened to shoot my wife in the face, rape her, kill me, post my address everywhere, and stalk me for years. And that doesn't even scratch the surface. But I'm sorry your feelings are hurt about Michael Taylor's speech and his T-shirts. Sorry you can't handle that. Put on your big boy pants and suck it up, princess. That's how freedom works. I hope you understand that, Boomer. You mentioned the borderline bad calls you got, but failed to mention if any of the communications were legitimate. Were any of the communications legitimate? Why didn't you mention any of those? No one had anything important to say? Or does that not fit your demonizing narrative of free press? Do you really believe that more aggressive and unlawful restricting is the very thing you guys have done and you're doubling down on
Your
it?
time's up, sir.
Learn the law,
Your time's up,
abide
sir.
by the law.
Your time is up.
Thank you. I'll see you next time, sir.
Next citizen to speak on item that's not on the agenda.
I was just starting to cook too, man. I had
Yeah.
a whole this much of one page and a whole other 2/3 of another.
Yeah, dude. And like you said, you were just and that's the thing about these meetings is we really do start out really kind of mild. It's like a build-up. It's like you want to, give them a little bit of smoothness and be like, because they don't know what's coming, and then you start cooking. You're like, all right, turn the heat up to fucking 500 degrees, and we're cooking now. We're like, saute that stuff.
Leroy
What's up,
Truth, I
Leroy?
hope you're coming to Audit Palooza.
What's up, Leroy? How you doing, brother?
By the way, Audit Palooza, would you like to meet would you like to meet everyone you see in this video?
Yeah.
Come to Audit Palooza. Email me, johnfelix@gmail.com. Your first, last name, and phone number, and I'll call you. I know I have like 10, 12, 15 people I got to call, and I'm going to do it tomorrow, I promise. All right, next speaker.
Council, good evening, Madam Mayor.
Dr. Shawn Berry, everybody. Dr. Shawn Berry. He's half the man he used to be.
And literally, he is half the man he used to be, dude. He lost so much weight. I'm so happy for him.
Dude, when I saw him pull up with GEO, I'm like, who brought GEO here?
Yeah.
Looks like a totally different person.
Two different worlds, man.
This guy is such a soft-spoken teddy bear, man. I want to snuggle him sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear what he has to say.
Dr. Shawn Berry, I'm here today to talk about freedom. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., his book here, Stands to Love, changed the landscape of freedom in America. Today, in this day and age, it's time we really need freedom back again. This council, for the most part, has been professional until it came to free speech. There are things people say here that they don't want to hear, but we have the freedom to say I'm Cohen, Martin Luther King, two different sides of the same story of freedom. However, we have the right to say it. We have the right to redress our government without being brutalized by your officers, who are in this day and age we're seeing are used more and more as Stasi than police officers, the peacekeepers. I wish y'all would kind of let this sink in a little bit. We're free Americans, but we're seeing it go the opposite direction now with a lot of politics and things. So everybody, y'all have a blessed evening. Thank you very much.
Are there any other citizens to be heard on items not on the agenda?
It's probably brutal for them to have to sit there and hear people talk about freedom. Like, we're crazy.
Hey, everybody, on my channel, because of my video, you're going to actually hear the mayor when they're kicking me out. Oh, you brought all your friends. And I'm like, what does that even have to, I'm like, I can't have friends. I can't have other people come here and redress grievances because of what you are doing. All I do
He's mad that you have friends. He's mad that you have friends.
Yeah. Dude, they were so butthurt that there were 7 or 8 of us that are in there, and that you guys all pretty much got up and spoke. They were
I
so
wish there were
butthurt.
30 of us. We need more people. July 15th, everybody. July 15th.
Yep. They're getting served a lawsuit. 100%. I'm filing the lawsuit on Thursday, July, I think it's 11th, July 12th. And then when we get through the weekend and we get to Monday, because July 15th is a Monday, when I show up on Monday, I'm coming with a process server to legally serve them a 1983 lawsuit. It's happening on July 15th for my birthday. I'm wasting $600 of my money for my birthday just to serve them a lawsuit.
Good, dude. I hope you win $1 billion.
Yeah, me too.
All right. July 15th, Clearwater City Library. Yes, 6 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Another thing we could possibly do, man, is make like you see I have paperwork. Maybe if we had 2-3 pages and the one person leaves off the podium, hands off the paper to the next person, and he just continues.
Yep.
They can't do S about that. All right,
Yep.
Let's keep rolling.
Yep.
All right, this guy makes fun of us.
I'd like to get down to some business now.
Blah,
Mike Master, sir.
blah, blah, blah. I want you to spend. Okay, this guy.
Agenda items not on the agenda.
This guy's at every meeting.
Yep.
Every meeting. And sometimes he brings up some points. Sometimes, I don't know. He needs a hobby. Who cares? We all do, right? Let's go.
You guys are doing great tonight. My name's Blaine Enderly. Now, this is a business meeting, but I was told that we will never innovate in Clearwater. One of you said that, and I hope that's not true. Okay, let's try some innovation. If you guys ban this man from talking his 3 minutes, I will zoom down on the thing for me, okay? And I got a remote speaker, and he will say his 3 minutes through that. So please don't do that. Second of all,
They're going to do it.
Mr. Cotton, I have a serious problem with Miss Poirier not living in Clearwater.
Mr. Enderly, just address the council as a whole.
But this is how I have to address, sir.
You can talk about it.
Okay, I'll talk to you. Mr. Cotton, I have a problem. Okay. I watched the council approve her contract. So I'm asking Ms. Jerrier, I need to know why you approved it. Did you know about her not living in Clearwater? Her daughter lives here. You seconded Mr. Albright. Her mic.
Is that true 100%? Her daughter lives in the Clearwater residence, and she lives outside of Clearwater with her husband.
I have the property appraisers in all the properties, and Poirier's name is on the condo.
All right, so we're gonna say allegedly.
But no, not allegedly. This is 100. Because then when I found out that Kaylee Valdez worked for the police department as a police aide, I did a records request. And whenever you fill out, an application, they always seem to ask, is there a family member or somebody that works for us or something, right? Well, sure as shit, yes. Jennifer Poirier is my mother. And if anybody wants this application, I will gladly give it to you. I will pass this thing out and let you share this everywhere because I have all the records. That's why they're so mad. They're trying to defend Poirier, yet I have all the records proving basically that she doesn't live there. And they're sitting there. They do not want this to be talked about. That's the biggest problem. Is they're like, no, don't talk about it. No, don't talk about it.
I got an email. Please send me your reasons why. Before I go ballistic, I need to know why. I need to know your opinion. It might be a good one. You can persuade me. I have a serious problem with her not knowing what it costs for reclaimed water on her bill every month. We're paying her over $250,000. That's half of what we pay the President of the United States. That's why we pay her that money to come in here and get this, pay these ridiculous fees to live here.
Is this Butt Crack News Network?
That's Flex Your Freedoms, BCNN.
You changed your name of your channel?
Brother
man, please come to Audipalooza. We need you there. You can be Granny, it's Halloween theme. All right.
That's a salary based on that, not based on her living someplace else.
Yeah, I don't want to gloss over the fact that she makes $250,000 a year.
I bet you he followed it. It's horrible, the cost of moving in here. That's why we pay you that salary. And
you're invited too, bro. It's Flex's partner. It's not Flex. You're still good.
Mr. Margolis, I'm asking you, please tell me why you put her husband in the contract. What on earth is her husband doing in a contract between the city and her? Blows my mind. Did we do that with any other person? The contract is between the city, Miss Poirier. I don't care what her husband does. I don't care where her husband lives. I had a boss for 10 years. His wife lived right beside him down in Sarasota on the Gulf of Mexico. They both had houses. People live weird in them.
You see that comment, Yak?
Yeah, I see it, dude.
Oh,
America.
Let me take it down so no one's showing you.
Yeah.
But we want Miss Poirier to live here. And I want to know why. I want to know why. And I want to know why. Thank you.
And we'll
it don't matter what political Spider Rico, dude. Are you the guy that calls? Are you from Tampa? Are you the guy that calls the radio all the time? We don't care what political party is actually, but are you the Spider Rico from the radio? Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
I hear he's a diehard friggin'. He's like an ultra Republican type of person, which doesn't really fucking matter. I don't care what side of At one point, I got into the political shit, and I put an R on my name because I have very conservative values. If anything, I'm an independent, conservative person that follows the Constitution. That's my political ideology now. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not independent. I'm a follower of the Constitution. And long as your ideals follow the Constitution, we're not going to have problems. Nobody's going to have problems if we align with the Constitution first, and then everything else second.
You're a constitutionalist like I am.
Yeah, that's where my feet lie right now. I'm going to tell everybody. Yes, I did at one time have those left and right. I was a Democrat before I became a Republican, and now I'm like both sides are just completely fucked. You know,
Dude, and just to put two sides and make it just two sides is ridiculous because there's way more than two political ideals in this country. There's
Yep.
more like 8 to 10, honestly.
you know, there, you know, I don't want that. That's why I just tell people, look, I'm like, long as if you believe in the Constitution, we're going to there's a lot, like if you got into me, there's a lot of things that we're all going to align with. I love cooking. I love fishing. I love this. I love this. But the second you start getting into political shit, that's when people are like, oh, all the good stuff that you were just talking about, because you're on this side of the fence or this side of the fence or this side of the fence or whatever.
Spoil shit. It spoils shit.
Yeah, it's fucking garbage. So I try not to get political on this, but I have to expose political shit like this at these Clearwater meetings. This is political shit without
being a constitutionalist is political, man, because literally everyone thinks you're crazy because you read the Constitution and want to follow the ideals. The culture in this country is so fucking far removed from the Constitution that when they hear it they hear the actual sounds of freedom, they're like, "Are you crazy?
How dare you speak about that?"
Yeah, we can't be that. Wait, you want to be like free?
Are there any other citizens here to be heard regarding items not on the agenda?
I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah.
For 3 minutes.
What is spent looking?
This guy came on the motorcycle. He saw your videos. He came on the motorcycle. He's got his own gripes. He's a Trump guy. He open carries with a fishing rod on his motorcycle. Here we go.
My name is Dan. I'm kind of new to this, but who's in charge of overlooking the budgets for what is spent? Let's just say the marina $43 million budget. It's increased from 18. Who is the overlook committee for that budget?
You hear the whispering?
Yeah.
Who is it?
That's somebody up on the dais, because
okay.
all their microphones are still on, and you actually hear people talking and hear people whispering shit. And because they're, it is what it is. It's them. I know that. 100% is somebody up on that dais. It is
right.
Budget. Is it you guys? Are you guys the ones? You guys can answer. You guys can talk back.
It's your 3 minutes.
I'm willing to. You can chime on in. I'm just wondering.
It's your 3 minutes to share with his wife.
Okay.
It's not for dialogue.
Who?
All right,
I just want to know who's.
Now, you notice how he's saying something, and he's like, oh, we can't speak. It's your 3 minutes, right? I got 41 seconds in, and I'm getting kicked out. Like,
it's viewpoint discrimination. He doesn't like what you're saying. It's viewpoint discrimination.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Period.
Point blank. All right, let's roll.
Who's in charge of this budget stuff? Because an article that just came out 2 days ago, St. Pete Beach residents call for investigation into possible misappropriation of Gulf Boulevard project funds. They had $12.5 million for a 3-year project on Gulf Boulevard. Now they're requesting $10 million more taxpayer dollars to finish this project. So this project for $43 million, I guarantee it's not going to come on budget. You guys are going to be asking for more taxpayer dollars to finish this off. And when it comes to corruption with everything, another article just came out. The Madera Beach mayor alleges corruption and resigned a few days ago. So everything's kind of falling in this area.
So those are like sister cities?
Yep. They're all
they're
all attached, dude. That's those sister cities that they're talking about. Like, oh, they're from Pasco, or they're from this Hillsboro, they're from Manatee, they're from here. No, they can all come in and flood into here, but the guy from 4 hours away, no, we're not having him.
Pete, Clearwater. A lot of corruption going on, and we'd like to see things fixed and taken care of. Thank you. And vote for Trump to fix this problem.
America!
Any other citizens here to be heard on items
My
not
name
on
is
the agenda?
Anthony. I live kind of local here. I missed the agenda item earlier about Kaminga and Rudovitz because I'm partially deaf. And I had a speech prepared for the policy you're about to put in place to keep out-of-towners from speaking at public meetings. And what I have to say about that really shows how important it is to have people from other communities come here to comment on things. When you're dealing with any company, the main priority that you need to stress to these people is the safety of the citizens. Now, when they were working in my area, they were working by a school, a high school and an elementary school. Because of a bus driver shortage, kids within 2 miles were forced to walk to school. They had to walk through this construction area. And this company forced children that lived, they were in an area and had to go about 500 feet through the construction zone in order to get to their house or the driveway to their home, or people to a business. And these children were forced to cross the busy intersection, or not an intersection, but a busy roadway, to walk 400 or 500 feet down the road and then have to cross that busy roadway again to get to their home or the business that they were going to. And this company, when I started exposing this stuff, they assaulted me and battered me. One of them actually tried to run me over with a loader. And I just think it's important that you as a city council and city manager or whatever, you need to stress to this company how important public safety is. And if there's an issue, maybe they need to stop the equipment and let the person walk by. I seen them make a person in a wheelchair have to cross the road, and they couldn't even push the wheelchair through there. The person that was pushing this disabled person for the same thing, to have to cross the road again. And I just wanted to bring that to your attention, and maybe that's something that you can consider when you're trying to put this policy in place to ban other people from coming and commenting. There's important issues that could be brought to your attention that you may miss out on. Thank you for letting me speak.
Speaking on that topic, there was a guy there with his mom, and they were doing like construction by her house or somewhere where she walked frequently, and there was no barricades, and there was a big hole, and she was walking and fell in the hole and is now disabled in a wheelchair
because of their negligence.
Clearwater negligence.
They're going to get sued by her, and they're going to get sued by me. And like Clearwater, they just have to open their eyes and see the negligence and the things that they're doing, whether it be constitutionally or even for the safety of the citizens. You know, they're just negligent at this point.
Is that everybody?
Clear hours done for me.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
That's it. And then they go. This is where
like one said, no explanation of what would happen.
This is where they start friggin' gaslighting me and friggin' trying to defend the friggin' city.
Yeah, they try to defend the city manager and her contract. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. I have a bad haircut. I'm going to start calling her left shoulder because her left shoulder is always exposed. It's like Lisa Left Eye Lopez. She's going to be, what's her name?
I don't know, but lefty.
Left shoulder Rodriguez or whatever.
Texera. That's her last name is Texera.
Left shoulder Texera.
She's trying to look sexy. You need to back up, man. This is where he's gaslighting.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Blah, blah, blah. He just reiterates his BS from his last workshop. Let's go. Hey, you care if I go smoke?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll take care of it right now.
You won't be able to pause.
I know. It's okay.
All right.
Okay, we'll move to the next item on the agenda. That's closing comments by mayor. So I have several things tonight. I just want to say first to echo what some of the other council members said about the city manager. I've had an opportunity to work with the city manager now for going on 3 months now. And I can tell the public, she doesn't hide anything. She's completely transparent. She's been completely transparent with us about her residents and with the city attorney. She's never tried to hide or she's not trying to put one over on anybody. She has, in my opinion, and as far as I know, fulfilled all of the contractual responsibilities that she agreed to. And she's been very transparent about that. And we, the city attorney holds all of us accountable on a number of things, following Florida law, following our charter. And he holds us to make sure we're following our contractual commitments.
Are you sure about that?
I just want the public to know
that
that any confusion, there is some confidentiality that the city manager's afforded in some for public records because of her family being participating as a firefighter in the state of Florida that gives some protection on information. But she has been completely transparent on everything in all respects. And I have full confidence she's meeting her contractual commitments with the city of Clearwater to fill the role as city manager.
Liar.
And the second thing I want to say, just, the issue that's come up tonight, and again, we've had some speakers here, one that had to be removed, and complained repeatedly about having to drive 4 hours from the east coast of Florida to get here, and all the time he'd spent, researching. We have a solution for his challenge, and that is
listen.
The Clearwater citizens do not want him coming here repeatedly, dragging at our meetings, costing the taxpayers money by causing these meetings to go on and on and on. So if it's a problem for you to drive all this distance for these meetings, don't. No one, I haven't spoken with one Clearwater citizen who wants him here. And I do. Okay. You're not supposed to interrupt another speaker, Brian. I know. Well, you told me the other day you didn't, Mr. Linwood, so you didn't want anything to do with him. So, Mr. Henry, I don't know. Let me finish if you would, okay? All we ask is that you come in here and we don't interrupt you when you talk, but you're respectful and you respect everybody else here.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And some folks have a hard time doing that. They did fine on a number of issues, but when it came time for them to put on a show, they put on their show. This is not the place for a show. This is a place for us to conduct city business.
They're putting on the show, everybody.
We're going to conduct important meetings to keep it organized and reduce the time that the city taxpayers are paying for running this meeting.
What's up, J-Town Press?
More than anything, the thing I've been the most concerned about is a dampening effect on Clearwater citizens who have legitimate local issues being uncomfortable now coming to meetings because of folks coming in from 4 hours away.
Do not call Clearwater.
We want this to be welcoming and inviting place.
Don't do it, everybody.
That's why I have repeatedly said everyone's entitled to come up and speak, but be respectful to the other folks here who may have some other issue that's just as important to them, but do it in a respectful way. That's all we ask. And that's all we ask going forward. But this is just a distraction, and a very small distraction from the many fantastic things going on in this city. This council has been working very hard, city manager, city attorney, all of our 1,800 employees, to make great things happen for Clearwater.
Yeah.
We had last Saturday, we had Hurricane Expo.
What's up, Jersey?
In partnership with Pinellas County government. That was fantastic. We got lots of television coverage on it, and we got so many thank yous from our community, passing out sandbags, hurricane preparedness information. It was a fantastic event. And I want to thank our city staff.
Hey, Felix, you got to rewind it, man. We got to get some commentary. We got to get the John
today
commentary on this, dude.
Oh, he said, we don't want you here. You don't have to drive here. Nobody wants you here. And then a guy yelled out from the crowd, yes, I do. And then he challenged them. Mother effer, did you take a poll of the Clearwater citizens to see if they wanted him here? The bottom line is, you're a butthurt pansy from the 70s. You're a boomer. You hate the fact that everybody can be media and has the means to do it now. You need to change your little deity and get your little baba out of your mouth and understand that we don't live in 1977 anymore. What else can I say about that?
Yeah. They are so butthurt about everything, all these videos, and they make it seem like that I can't make videos from friggin' 4 hours away about them too. Like they think this is gonna stop just because they're gonna try to shut me down, and it ain't happening. Nothing's gonna stop me from exposing all these friggin' tyrants.
You're getting charged again, Jersey Watcher? Disto diablo, you need to me cenar en Malaca. What?
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready? Oh yeah. Let me tell my story. I'm walking down the hallway. I took a pee in the library. I'm walking down the hallway. There's two old biddies walking, and they're talking to each other. And then they start speaking in Greek. I already told you this, Yak.
Yeah.
They start speaking in Greek, and they're like, in Greek, they say, I'll give you my number, and then you give me your number. And then I butt in Greek, and I say, why don't you both give me your number? And they're like, Greek, oh boy. Let's see what else this douchebag is. I'll do Jersey. We'll do a live stream about it, bro. Let me finish this one up.
Broke ground on a affordable housing complex.
Oh, he's just talking about, he's just tooting his own little pee-pee here.
Yeah, you got to back it up, dude. We got to do a
recap. I know. I've watched it 4 times, dude. F this guy, bro. F this guy. F this guy. I'm going to end every time I go up there, I'm going to end with, we don't want you here.
Yeah. That's what they said about Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King!
You know, and I don't try to play the race.
Nelson Mandela.
No, I'm just saying they said the same thing during the civil rights era, that, you know, some of us were lower class citizens, some, you know, even the Irish. I'm Irish. If you people don't know, my great grandfather, his name is Shanahan, and then I have another grandfather, his name was Warwick. Like, my family is all in, but even when the Irish came over to America, they were discriminated against too. So it doesn't friggin' matter, you know?
I think this lady has a monthly subscription to, you know, those clothing boxes you get in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
And they click, hey, what do you like? And she's like, anything that exposes my left shoulder.
Left shoulder.
Oh boy. Anyway, dude, this is a hardcore leftist too. She's into art. You can tell by the way she dresses. I wonder if those are even real glasses. I don't know. She screams hardcore leftist to me.
She is, man. She's all and once again with this, the left, right, whatever. All these people on the dais are not supposed to have those. They're not supposed to bring their ideology into this.
They're not? Why not?
Because it's nonpartisan. All council members are supposed to be nonpartisan. They're not supposed to be right. They're not supposed to be left. They can lean that way when they vote at the polls, but when they're not supposed to bring their ideologies up on this dais. And that's why you have it's such a weird mix of people up on this dais that are talking nonsense. You know, the lefty over there, the fucking left shoulder girl, she's supposed to be the one saying, oh, I believe in his free speech, but she's the one shitting on my free speech. And then you've got another one that's like, oh, back the blue, you have free speech, we believe in our constitutional rights, as they're on the right-hand side, and he's shitting on me. And it's like this whole dais is just blatantly shitting on me. And it's cool. Thank you. You're giving me great content. I'll keep making videos about it. And the only thing is do not call the links in the description. Don't call them, okay, everybody? Don't call the links in the description. She's coming.
Do you see this? What Spider Rico?
She's not a leftist when it comes to the sleeves.
All right, man. Final thoughts.
I
got a Philly waiting for me.
If you want to have a voice, July 15th, I will make with the next few videos. I got to get the time. They haven't put out the time of it, but I think it's going to be in the afternoon, like at 2 o'clock. So it's going to be early, July 15th. Stay tuned to both our channels because we will be promoting, saying, please. And we want 100 of you to get up there and speak for 3 minutes. That's what we want.
We'll make a script that you can just hand off if you want to.
Huh?
So we could just have a script you could just keep.
Yep. Here's the paper. Just keep reading. You know, and I think that's what it's going to come down to. And because what you do understand is that if they do want to change the decorum rules, they have to put it on the agenda. They have to. So you're going to be able to. hold on. You're going to be able to speak about the agenda item, about them taking away, and then you'll be able to speak at public comment for 3 minutes. So that's 6 minutes between two things, two agenda items. So please, I implore everybody, if you have the time, July 15th, stay tuned. We'll give you the time and all that good stuff. And that's where I'm at with this. And Clearwater, if you're watching, I can't wait to see you.
Chef's kiss, right?
Yeah, this is my chef's kiss for those motherfuckers.
Got the chef's fist.
Yeah, I'm with it.
All right, brother. Thank you for coming on. That was fun yesterday.
Yeah.
There's going to be more videos coming out about that, different angles, you know.
Yep.
Et cetera.
There's multiple angles. You need to go to Cammed Up, John Felix, Eyes on the State.
GEO.
There's camera GEO. There's camera angles.
Dr. Shawn Berry, Cammed Up, Caveman. I don't want to miss anyone.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think that was the auditors, but there was, you know, like you said, there were other people that watched our video, my video, your videos, and they showed up just to speak for 3 minutes. And that's what's pissing them off is that they know that I'm at this point, the next meeting, they're going to have 15 to 20 people there doing the same thing, and they're going to get pissed off again.
please join us. Dude, literally, we could say, go to ChatGPT and type in, please write me 10 pages about the importance of the First Amendment and what it stands for, and just hand it off and hand it off and hand it off.
Yeah. And just keep talking.
All right.
Because if they pass this law, like if it goes on the agenda and they pass it, I will try to get up and speak at public comment, but they're going to deny it because once they pass this Rule 15 or this whatever, it basically shuts me down forever.
We'll figure out a different way, bro.
Yep. We're going to find a way, man, no matter what. I've even talked to Mr. Haluba, the guy that got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
I said, hey, man, we're going to make we're going to make a little, little lease agreement where I pay you $1 a month to live in Clearwater, just like Poirier. She doesn't live in Clearwater, but she has a condo in Clearwater, and that meets the obligations, right? Well,
Yeah.
I'm meeting the obligations. I have a residence in Clearwater, but I also live across on the East Coast. So is that going to be a legal standing for them?
We'll see, man. The saga continues. Yeah, more people will equal more accountability, etc.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go eat a sandwich.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a nap and stay tuned to the channel. I got more videos coming out tomorrow.
That's right. See you, brother.
All right, bro. Peace.
Have a good day. Bye. Thank you, everyone. The way I feel about you, I don't know. It's a thing. There's something about you. When I look at you, when I look into this camera lens, and I give you creepy eyes, it's because I really appreciate you and everything you do. Without you, there is no me. And if there's no me, there's no Philly sandwich waiting for me. And if there's no you, whatever you're about to eat's not going to be there. So, I thank you again from the bottom of my soul. Please join us July 15th and Audipalooza. And I saw Roseanne, which she's a kook, but whatever. But someone asked her what a woman is, and she says, I'm a woman with a protracted uterus who's had 5 ungrateful kids who've never had to work for anything in their whole life. She is funny, but that's about it. Thanks, everyone. See you.